Have you ever stopped to think about how the people closest to you, the ones who are supposed to support and understand you the most, can sometimes be the ones who unintentionally cause you the greatest pain? It's not because they don't care, but because they know your vulnerabilities. And sometimes those vulnerabilities can be misunderstood or even used against you, creating unnecessary tension and heartache. Family is often seen as our safe haven, a place where we can be ourselves without fear of judgment. But the truth is, even the most well-meaning family members can sometimes cross boundaries or misinterpret what we share. This can lead to conflict, judgment, or even feelings of betrayal. That's why it's so important to know where to draw the line when it comes to sharing personal aspects of your life. In this video, we'll explore the 7 things you should never share with your family if you want to protect your inner peace and maintain healthy boundaries. These are lessons that can help you navigate family relationships with wisdom and care. But before we dive into these important insights, take a moment to like this video and hit that subscribe button. If you're ready to take control of your personal boundaries and build stronger, healthier relationships, this is the place to start. Let's jump right in. 1. Your financial struggles. Money is one of those topics that can create tension in any relationship, and family is no exception. While it might feel natural to share your financial struggles with your family, after all, they're the people you trust the most. It's not always the best idea. Here's why. When you open up about money troubles, it can often lead to unintended consequences. First, your family might start offering unsolicited advice. While their intentions might be good, their suggestions could come from a place of misunderstanding or outdated perspectives. This can make you feel frustrated or even judged, especially if their advice doesn't align with your circumstances or values. Worse, it might lead to constant reminders about your situation, turning into an endless loop of discussions that don't help you move forward. Second, sharing financial struggles can unintentionally shift the family dynamic. Some family members may start to view you as irresponsible or incapable, even if that's far from the truth. On the other hand, others might feel compelled to step in and help, which can create a sense of guilt or indebtedness on your part. This can strain relationships, especially if their help comes with expectations or strings attached. Instead of turning to family, consider seeking advice from trusted experts like financial advisors who can provide unbiased and practical solutions tailored to your situation. Or talk to a close friend who can listen without judgment and offer support without making you feel uncomfortable. Remember, maintaining financial privacy isn't about keeping secrets. It's about protecting your peace and preserving healthy boundaries. When you keep certain financial details to yourself, you avoid unnecessary misunderstandings and give yourself the space to resolve your struggles without external pressure. It's a step toward maintaining your independence and building respect within your family relationships. 2. Your romantic relationship problems. Relationships can be challenging, and when things get tough, it's natural to want to vent or seek advice. Often, family feels like the safest place to turn to during these moments. However, sharing every argument or issue from your romantic life with family can actually do more harm than good, not just to your relationship, but also to the way your family views your partner. Here's the thing. When you're upset, you're likely to present your partner in a negative light, focusing on the flaws or mistakes that hurt you in the moment. Your family, wanting to protect you, may start to develop resentment or distrust toward your partner. Even after you've made up and moved on, your family might still hold on to those negative impressions, which can lead to tension whenever your partner is around. Another issue is that family advice is often biased. They might base their opinions on their own experiences, values, or expectations, which don't necessarily align with your unique relationship. Their suggestions, no matter how well-intentioned, might not be the right fit for your situation and could lead you further away from resolving the real issues. Instead of involving family, Consider discussing your relationship challenges with someone who can provide neutral and professional advice, like a relationship counselor or therapist. These experts are trained to guide you through conflicts without taking sides, helping you and your partner work towards solutions together. If therapy isn't an option, a trusted friend who knows how to listen without judgment can also be a valuable sounding board. Your romantic relationship is deeply personal, and it deserves the privacy and respect to thrive without external interference. By keeping these matters out of family discussions, you protect both your relationship and the harmony within your family. Remember, the fewer outside opinions involved, the easier it is to focus on what really matters, understanding each other and growing stronger together. 3. Your secrets about others. Have you ever been trusted with a secret? A piece of information so personal that the person sharing it placed their full confidence in you to keep it private? It's a privilege to be confided in, but it also comes with a responsibility. Sharing those secrets with your family, even casually, can have far-reaching consequences that you might not anticipate. When someone opens up to you, they're not just sharing words. They're sharing their vulnerability, trusting that you'll safeguard their privacy. But when you bring that information into family conversations, even if you think it's harmless, you risk breaking that trust. Family dynamics are complex, and once sensitive information starts circulating, it often takes on a life of its own. Here's the problem. When secrets are shared with family, they can easily be misunderstood, exaggerated, or spread further. What starts as a private matter can quickly turn into gossip, creating unnecessary drama and even damaging relationships, not just between you and the person who trusted you, but within your family as well. For instance, if your family has strong opinions about the situation or the person involved, they might judge you for your association or escalate the issue in ways you can't control. This is why it's so important to respect the boundaries of confidentiality. If someone confides in you, honor their trust by keeping that information to yourself. Instead of feeling tempted to share, remind yourself of the potential harm it could cause, not just to them, but to your own credibility. When you're known as someone who keeps their word, people will trust and value you even more. If you ever feel overwhelmed by what someone has shared, it's better to seek advice or guidance from a neutral, professional source, like a counselor or mentor, rather than bringing the matter into family discussion. These experts can help you navigate sensitive situations without breaking trust or creating unnecessary conflict. Remember, secrets are called secrets for a reason. Protecting someone's private matters isn't just about them. It's about maintaining your own integrity and avoiding the ripple effects of unnecessary drama. Trust is hard to build and easy to lose, so think twice before you speak and choose to be the person others can rely on completely. 4. Your future plans until they're concrete. Dreams and goals are personal, exciting, and often deeply meaningful. When you're passionate about something, it's tempting to share your future plans with those closest to you, hoping for encouragement and support. But here's the truth. Talking about your dreams too early, especially with family, can sometimes do more harm than good. Why? Because family members often have their own opinions, expectations, or beliefs about what's best for you. When you share your plans prematurely, before they're fully developed or before you've taken concrete steps to bring them to life, you open yourself up to skepticism, doubt, or even negativity. They might question the feasibility of your goals, point out potential risks, or compare your dreams to their own experiences. While their concerns might come from a place of love, they can unintentionally plant seeds of self-doubt that make you question your ability to succeed. Another risk is the pressure to explain or justify your plans. Family members may ask for details, timelines, or results, and if you don't have all the answers yet, it can make you feel unprepared or defensive. Worse, if circumstances change and you decide to pivot or abandon the plan, it might lead to feelings of embarrassment or judgment. That's why it's often better to keep your dreams and goals private until you've taken tangible steps toward achieving them. Actions speak louder than words, and when you show results instead of just talking about possibilities, your family is more likely to respect and support your efforts. For example, instead of announcing that you want to start a business, wait until you've done the research, created a plan, or even launched your first product. If your goal is to pursue a new career, hold off on sharing until you've gained some skills or landed an interview. By doing this, you protect your vision from unnecessary interference and build your confidence in the process. Remember, your dreams are yours to nurture and grow. Protect them from outside opinions until they're strong enough to stand on their own. By keeping your plans private until they're concrete, you not only shield yourself from negativity, but also give your goals the space they need to flourish. Let your actions speak for you, and when the time comes, your results will tell a story far more powerful than words ever could. 5. Your personal insecurities. We all have insecurities, those deeply personal fears, doubts, or weaknesses that we may not fully understand ourselves. It's natural to want to open up about these feelings, especially with family, hoping for comfort or reassurance. But sharing your deepest insecurities with family doesn't always lead to the understanding and support you might expect. In fact, it can sometimes create more challenges than it resolves. Here's why. Family dynamics are complex, and not every family member is equipped to handle sensitive information about your emotional struggles. Even with the best intentions, they might not fully understand what you're going through, which can lead to unhelpful or dismissive responses. For example, they might downplay your feelings by saying, "Oh, that's nothing to worry about," or offer advice that feels more like criticism than encouragement. Worse yet, some family members may unintentionally use your insecurities against you. In the heat of an argument or a moment of frustration, they might bring up what you've shared as a way to gain the upper hand or prove a point. Imagine confiding in someone about your fear of failure, only to hear it thrown back at you later. That's why you always give up on things. Such moments can be deeply hurtful and leave lasting scars on your trust. This is why it's often better to approach your insecurities with caution and protect them from situations where they could be misunderstood or mishandled. Instead of sharing with family, consider working through your insecurities privately or with a professional therapist. A therapist provides a safe, judgment-free space to explore your feelings, understand their roots, and develop strategies for overcoming them. Unlike family, they're trained to listen objectively and help you find constructive solutions. If therapy isn't an option, you can also confide in a close friend or mentor who has consistently shown empathy and discretion. Sharing with someone outside your immediate family often brings a fresh perspective and spares your family relationships from unnecessary strain. Remember, your insecurities are a part of your personal growth journey, and not everyone needs to know about them. By choosing carefully who you open up to, you protect yourself from judgment and give yourself the best chance to work through your struggles in a healthy, constructive way. Treat your insecurities with care and only share them with those who can truly help you grow stronger. 6. Your mistakes and failures. Life is full of mistakes and failures. No one is immune to them. In fact, they're often our greatest teachers, shaping us into wiser and stronger individuals. While it's important to reflect on your failures and learn from them, not every mistake you've made needs to be shared with your family. Sometimes keeping certain things to yourself is the best way to move forward. When you share your mistakes with family, their reactions can vary widely. Some family members may empathize and offer support, but others may unintentionally hold on to your failures longer than you do. They might see your mistakes as defining moments rather than stepping stones, and this perspective can lead to them reminding you of your past errors again and again, even after you've grown past them. For example, imagine sharing a story about a poor financial decision or a career misstep. While you've learned from it and moved on, A family member might repeatedly bring it up in conversations as a warning or a joke, reinforcing feelings of shame or regret. Over time, this can hinder your self-confidence and make you feel stuck in the shadow of your past. Additionally, sharing too much about your failures can sometimes change how family members view you. Instead of focusing on your strengths and potential, they might start to see you as someone who's prone to mistakes, which can impact the way they treat you or support your goals. This shift in perception can be discouraging and may even create unnecessary tension in your relationships. Instead of dwelling on and discussing your failures, focus on the lessons you've learned and the progress you're making. When you share your successes and the steps you're taking to improve, you shift the narrative from one of regret to one of growth and resilience. It's not about hiding your past, but about protecting your confidence and maintaining a positive dynamic with your family. If you need to process your mistakes, consider journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or seeking advice from a mentor or coach. These avenues allow you to reflect and grow without risking judgment or unwanted reminders from family members. Remember, your mistakes don't define you. They're simply chapters in your story of growth. By choosing carefully when and with whom to share these moments, you empower yourself to move forward without being tied down by the opinions of others. Focus on learning, growing, and sharing the victories that come from overcoming your failures. Your success will speak far louder than any mistake ever could. 7. Your true opinions on sensitive topics. Every family has its own set of values, beliefs, and unspoken rules about what can and cannot be discussed openly. Topics like politics, religion, or family disputes often sit at the top of the list of sensitive subjects. While it might feel good to speak your mind, especially if you hold strong opinions, sharing your unfiltered thoughts on these topics can sometimes do more harm than good. Here's why. Sensitive topics often carry deep emotional weight and are tied to personal identities or long-standing beliefs. When you share a strong or opposing opinion, even if you mean well, it can come across as a challenge to someone else's core values. This can lead to heated arguments, hurt feelings, or even long-term rifts in your family relationships. For example, if your family has a history of supporting certain political views, voicing a drastically different opinion might spark defensiveness or even anger. Similarly, discussing personal takes on religion or criticizing how a family dispute was handled can unintentionally alienate others, making them feel attacked or invalidated. Even if you don't intend to stir conflict, sensitive topics can quickly escalate beyond your control. While honesty is an admirable quality, it's important to balance it with wisdom and tact. Ask yourself, is sharing my opinion on this topic worth the potential fallout? Will it improve understanding or only create more division? Sometimes, choosing to keep certain thoughts to yourself is the best way to maintain family harmony. This doesn't mean you have to hide who you are or suppress your beliefs. Instead, focus on finding appropriate settings and people with whom you can discuss these topics constructively. Close friends, discussion groups, or even forums online can provide spaces where you can share your views without the risk of straining family relationships. In family settings, it's often better to listen actively and respond with neutrality when sensitive subjects come up. If pressed for your opinion, consider framing it in a way that encourages understanding rather than confrontation. For instance, instead of saying, "I completely disagree with that," you might say, "That's an interesting perspective. I've been thinking about this topic in a different way." This approach invites dialogue without escalating tension. Remember, your opinions are valuable, but so is your peace and the harmony of your family. By choosing your battles wisely and saving sensitive discussions for the right time and place, you can protect your relationships while staying true to yourself. Sometimes, silence isn't about avoiding honesty. It's about preserving the bonds that matter most. As we conclude, family relationships can be a source of immense joy or deep frustration, depending on how we navigate them. By keeping these 7 things private, you'll not only protect your peace, but also strengthen the bond with your loved ones. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on personal growth and boundaries. Let me know in the comments which of these points resonated with you the most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.